Hello, welcome back to the Heathland, and today I'm going to be taking you down memory lane of 2017. Now, I asked you guys over on Instagram, like, would you still want one? Because I basically watched those of everyone else's videos and I was like, I want to do this now, and I was like, should I just do it in the first place, Heather? And it was like some next level conflict. I asked you guys over on Instagram, where you should definitely go follow me so you can contribute to these things, and you said you'd still be interested, so here we are. I guarantee my brother's going to make loads of noise throughout this video because it's still the holidays, so please just ignore him. I've asked him to be quiet, but he doesn't obey orders. Bad dog. I'm joking. So before we start, remember to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe down below for more of my content, and comment some more video ideas. And I've been trying to provoke you to comment on your video ideas. So I'm giving shout outs on my Instagram to everyone who comments on this video and my previous video. So you should definitely go follow me there, comment down below, subscribe and like, and without further ado, let's take a trip down memory lane. Bam. So 2017 began for me, obviously in January, because that's where 2017 begins. And I started it here at my house with my old room, which is just a whole weird fort, where I filmed a video with my cousin, and I've private it on my channel, but maybe I would insert a clip here.
Cousin. So that's it for today, guys.
Who said you could wrap up? You have to wrap up. And it started with my cousins, and we all brought the new year in together, and it actually started basically as a massive Harambe meme, where I'll just insert the clip. Guys, can we just quickly all have a moment of silence for Harambe, a quiet, closed eyes moment. Yeah, that's where we're at. Then my cousins left, me and Carter ended up staying up ridiculously early. It was probably like 5 when we went to bed, but that's not the point. So, yeah, the new year started off quite well. In January, I also auditioned for college. Scary stuff, Heather. Massive deal. I was absolutely I was so nervous for this audition. Because it was an acting course, I had to do like a monologue, and we had to take a part of a workshop, and we had this interview thing. But my friends, your boy got her letters in January, and I got in. Round of applause. Go me. And at the end of January, it was my friend Sean's birthday, which was literally the funniest thing, and it was so mental. So we went and did like an escape asylum thing, and we escaped. Like, it was well eventful, but we did do it. I was basically just screaming at everyone because I don't do well under time situations, so I was literally like, oh my god, let's do it. But that was so fun. I had my first Nando's as well, because I'm a really picky eater, fun fact. But yeah, I had my first Nando's and I loved it, and basically that's like a reoccurring thing that then happened throughout the year. We just went to Nando's all the time. We lived in Nando's, and yeah, it was just a really nice time. We all sat around Sean's house, and it was definitely a night to remember. Talking about going back to Nando's, we literally went the next weekend, which is pretty bad, but also really funny. So now we're moving on to February. I started hanging out in the music and drama department a lot more, and I always used to steal the keys because I just like the thought of having a lanyard. It made me feel special, so they made me my own lanyard, which was super cool, which links onto something later on. So I found this hilarious video of my dad in my Snapchat memories, and it was, oh my god, it was so funny at the time, and I still find it hilarious now. Sorry Dad, I'm going to insert it here.
Do it.
Then March came along, which is if I do say so myself, one of my favourite months. And it was my dad's birthday first on the 3rd, and he was 40. Old man on the scene, wow. And then on the 5th, it was my birthday, and that's when I got this camera. I got my specs. I first got my glasses. I'm going to take a picture of my other specs, here, because they're the ones I got first. And I got nicknamed Harry Potter, so that was great. And obviously I got these bad boys, I think a couple weeks after in March, so that was fun. And then I also took part in a musical with my local theatre group, and we did 13 in the musical, and it was so good, and there was so many funny times, like hanging out with Amber and other friends and stuff, and like it was just great. And we went to McDonald's like every time there was like an in-between of the show, like, and there was so many funny things, like the neckerchief ladies. Oh my god, it was so good. It was such a good time. So I'll insert some stuff here. I can hear you over the stairs. Chin.
3, 2, 1.
So now we're moving on to April, and April was it's kind of a weird month. April and May and June all just kind of blurred together, but I've managed to like kind of separate them into their months. I auditioned to do Les Mis with my theatre group, and I got in. Like, what? And I also, not only did I get in, we started rehearsals obviously, but I was given the role of assistant stage manager while also being in the cast, which was like amazing because I literally love working with the backstage crew. It's so much fun, and I got to hang out with Amber more and my friend Emily and other people, and I even got my own script, which was like amazing because I've never had a main part, so I've never had the opportunity to get a script. It was so good.
Hey Amber, you're the cat's meow.
I hung out with Sean a lot in April. Like, I just kind of hung out with people a lot, even though like my GCSEs were looming. I was like, no, let's be social. So I hung out with Sean quite a bit.
There, do your dance, do your dance, do your dance, quick. 420 on that.
My dad just basically we had it, and Olivia punched it. One. It was just fun. We were just having bad reasons. 2, 1.
I also hung out with Amber and Emily, and like they're two of my friends from theatre, so we don't really like get to meet up socially a lot. It was normally just a rehearsal, so going out with them was so good, and the Urban Outfitters photo booth was hilarious. Also have some really funny videos of my brother from April / maybe the beginning of May, so I'll insert those here just for bants. In May, this is kind of where exam period hit. It finally kind of hit, and it was like, oh my god, this is stressful. In May, I had my final drama exam, which was literally it was like so scary, and it was so emotional because like drama had been such a big part of the past like year and the 2 years of like doing GCSEs, and I literally afterwards I felt like I put so much work into everyone's piece, and like I was like literally so proud of myself and literally everyone, and for my teacher who I literally adore. She's like my best friend and still is, and I just cried. I just fully cried. I was bawling. I was a mess. But it was so good, and my exam I felt like it went so well, and I was so freaking chuffed. Then my lessons just ended. It became revision sessions, and we didn't have to go in every day, so I had my last drama lesson, which was like so surreal. It was just so weird because like I'm never going to see that group of people again, because obviously we're all going off to different schools, and I had loads of different like last lesson kind of environments. And I'd love to show you. Basically we all had like these CDs which had like practice exams on for music, and I'd show you it, but there's a lot of obscenities on there, so I'm not gonna do that. So then came June, and this was like the proper exam time. Like this was official now. It was like, here are your exams, and it was like so stressful. And I was kind of like not very good at revising. Like I could revise, but I just kind of didn't, which was not great. I did for English, to be fair, and music, but other subjects I was a bit more like wing it. Because we didn't have to be in all the time, in my spare days, and once I'd finished exams as well, I started hanging out in music and drama and helping to teach, which was super fun. Like, and I basically just spent all my time cleaning up the freaking music cupboard. It was so bad, and I cleaned it, and it's still pretty good now, so we had like this cute revision picnic, we had like a revision session. We had a gap before our Nazi Germany history exam, and we went and we just had like a little picnic. We bought some food from Tesco and went. I also hung out in the pool quite a bit, which started my pool being constantly like used by my brother. My brother has like this thing about having a pool streak and like going in every day. He's literally meant to be cold and he'd still be in there. Oh, and then I found this photo of my brother being the biggest meme ever, and I was literally dying. I spent a lot of time with my brother this year, which is really nice because I love him, even if he's an absolute spoon. Now we'll move on to July. So my exams finished and then came prom, which was super cool. I didn't like any of the food properly because I'm like a mess and just don't. But I had loads of photos with everyone and it was really cute, and I wore this like awesome dress which made me feel super swaggy. And and Mr. Brightside played, and it was like my biggest, I love Mr. Brightside. What a freaking bop. It's just a price I paid. Destiny is calling. Open up my ear. Throughout all this time I was also still attending rehearsals, which was like, I kind of forget even happened. I had so much on and like everything just happened so quickly. But I was also still going to rehearsals for Les Mis at this point. Also on the last day we went to my friend Ellie's house and we all had like a little tent party. And by tent party I mean there was literally 4 of us including me. But that was super cute and really fun, and yeah. We had like a couple of little tent parties, but that one was just particularly memorable. In July, I also found out that not only did I pass my singing, but I also passed my violin exam, which was freaking amazing. So I passed my grade 3 of singing with a merit, and I got full marks on one of my songs. Literally, I was so shocked. And violin exams are literally, like, I hated them and I found them so difficult, and I passed it and I was so happy I passed it because I came out crying like I did for most of my violin exams. But I passed it and I was super happy about that. In July, I also went on holiday with my family to Lanzarote, and it was way too hot. But it was a really pretty place to go, and it was great spending time with like more time with my brother and my mum and my dad. And oh my god, we went all inclusive, so I just had chicken nuggets all the time. I know that sounds like I'm trying to be relatable, but as a picky eater, that's all I wanted. And the pasta sauce there was really nice. So I'll insert some stuff now.
Taxi bag.
Balls. I'm going to get some sausage rolls.
Come with you to get sausage rolls.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on, let me pause the film.
Oh, what?
Do you want to
I
come say
interrupted
hey?
something. Hiya.
Hello there. Then August came along, and that mostly started with me and my 2 friends, Ellie and Sean, and my brother and my mum, going to my caravan in Snettisham, which was so funny. And it was great because, like, even though I was with my friends, I also got to hang out with cards, and we all played Cards Against Humanity like every night. And we played, what else did we play? Like Scrabble, is that what? Yeah, Scrabble, and Game of Life. And we went on loads of walks, and we went to Stanton, we had a meal, and it was so lovely. Such a good time. I want to set some stuff now. And then it's the big one. It's what you've all been waiting for. It was results day, and I got my results and I was so happy. I was ecstatic. I was like bouncing around the place. And recently I went and got my certificates. And the best part is, all the ones that I got, all my GCSEs that I got an A in, they've all got their own certificate, because I was with lots of different exam boards for different things. So that's awesome. So I got all my certificates here. And then once results day was over, we got in the car and we went to Reading Festival, which I was super apprehensive about. And the first night was horrible. But then I met Rat Boy, and I saw Rat Boy live. We saw Kasabian, Eminem, Muse, Sandara Karma, Blossoms. And we saw so many good acts, and it was such a good time. So now moving on to September. This month for me was like a start, a really fresh start. Like, this was like a new year for me. because I was starting back at a new college with new people who I'd never really met, and I was petrified. So I started at college and I was like super nervous, but it's now like my favourite place to be, and I literally love college. I've made so many amazing friends at college now, and I'll set out some pictures of them because I love them so much. And there's so many videos of like funniest things that we've done from over like from September through to December, and I can't, it's so funny.
Heather, I hate you.
No, you don't. At the end of September, I did Les Mis, and it was such a good show and such an amazing experience being part of a cast and being part of the backstage team, and it was so cool, and it was an amazing show. We fully sold out. We even sold out an open dress rehearsal, and I got to spend so many good times with my friends. I even got invited to like the cool after meal thing, which, because I've never been a main before, that wasn't something I was invited to, so that was super cool. And it was Zach who played Jean Valjean. It was his 18th birthday as well, so it was like a double meal, and I felt super cool. Birthday to you, happy birthday to you. So now we're moving on to October, the spooky month. In October, I started having my room redone, which meant I had to spend a lot of time with Carter. And there was so many funny times, and we got to watch we watched Stranger Things, like the 2 seasons together, and that was super fun, and like it was great bonding with him, even if he hated the fact that I had to like literally stay in his room so much, but it was really good at the same time, so. Hey guys, editing Heather here. I promise it's the same day, I'm not just constantly wearing this shirt. Just editing the video, and I'd also like to just say that in October I also went to see Blood Brothers, which is my favourite musical of all time with my mum. And I just wanted to put that out there because that was like a big thing, and I really loved it, and it's got me and my mum really into theatre again. It's really sparked my passion. And I also saw Hedda Gabler at the Curve, and I forgot to mention I saw Julius Caesar in September as well, so I saw a lot of shows this year, basically. Okay, back to it. Right, November time. In November, my theatre group started doing Our House the Musical, and I am deputy stage managing. Like, what? And I'm enjoying it so much so far, and I was so excited to start on it because it also meant I didn't have to do the audition. It's quite a dancey musical, so I was like, thank goodness. But yeah, so that was super great for me, and it was super exciting. My room finally finished getting done, so I can move properly back into my room, and I'm in love with my bedroom, and I can't wait to do a room tour. I'm going to film one at some point this week, so you'll see that in the coming weeks, and I was so happy. And although I loved spending time with Carter, I was so glad to have my own space. Also got to ooh, okay, my phone just pinged. That never happens. In November, I also went to meet Dodie with my bestie Amber, and I hadn't saw Amber in ages because she isn't doing Our House because she's got her GCSEs like in 2018, so like now. But so that was such a lovely day, and it was so wholesome. We got the train together, and like we were adults, and like we were completely in shock after meeting Dodie, and that was so amazing. And meeting Dodie was so awesome because like she's one of my idols. In December, I went to London with my mum, which there is a vlog on my channel, and I'll put it in the eye in one of these corners because I never get it right. And that was super great, and we saw The Woman in Black, which was a really good show, and like, yeah, it was good because it wasn't like too scary, it just had some spooks, but it was really nice show to watch. We also got snow, which was like really inconvenient, but I do like snow to an extent, it's quite nice. I had my showcase for college. It was like a friends and family show, and on the day of the show we were walking to McDonald's, and I'd just taken a photo of one of my friends, and I was looking down at my phone, and I walked into a sign, and I really hurt my head, and I thought I was going to be concussed. Luckily I wasn't, and I was okay to perform. but it was really, really funny. We had to go get ice from McDonald's, so I'll insert some pictures. Then I had my friends over, Ellie and Sean, and I made them Christmas dinner, and that was super nice, and also got kind of messy, but that's Sean's fault. It was so funny. We had such a good time. It was hilarious. Then came Christmas Day, and it was such a lovely day. I didn't really film anything. I was going to, but I just kind of like got so absorbed in the day, and it was really nice, and that was a super great time. Then finally came New Year's Eve, and I hung out with my cousins again, but this time at their house, and it was super good time, and it was super funny. And this year started like this.
Happy New Year, kids! Happy New Year! To the G-La! Happy New Year!
What if you need that?
We do.
So that's my recap for 2017. It isn't very inspirational. This video is more for me to look back at and giggle a hell of a lot. And so you guys can know what I did this year, because I didn't film as much as I wanted to this year. And some things I did film but didn't get to edit. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to give it a like down below and subscribe. And comment if you want a shout out on my Instagram, which is @theheathland with no spaces or dots or anything. So definitely go check me out there, and I'll see you in next week's video. Bye!